What up, y'all? So Texas is blaming a couple different things. So it's not so much about the wind turbines freezing. That's what they would like us to believe. Um, the first thing is that I think this is a big push for regulation in Texas for them to join the rest of the federal power grid. What's very interesting is you look at northern states, look at New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, look at those northeastern states. They're not having any issues with their power grid. Why? And they say, well, it's also because, Texas is, their power grid is independent, and it's because of this and because of that. And now what it seems like the bigger picture is they're pushing for regulation. It's very interesting timing because of the fact of everything going on with this new administration. The Democrats do want to go for the Second Amendment. They do want to start with restrictions on semi-automatics and work their way down the list. You got everything going on with the Keystone Pipeline being shut down, thousands of jobs being lost in Texas. You also got Texas wants succession. They want to liberate themselves and they want to be an independent sovereign nation separate from the United States. And now we have all this stuff happening. We can debate and give our opinions about whether or not we think that weather modification is being used and it's being weaponized to target Texas. In my personal opinion, that's what it looks like. I mean, how many coincidences can you count on all your fingers and still say, oh, it's probably just another coincidence? I find the timing is extremely ironic. But they're pushing now and saying we need regulation of the power grid in Texas. So I don't know. I'm putting the pieces together. It could mean a couple different things. Is it possible it's just a bad winter storm? Sure. But Texas seems to be being the most affected out of anyone. Now, I posted that video yesterday and the other day talking about the water issue for people to boil their water for cooking and drinking. Now they're saying you should even boil your water even if you're just going to brush your teeth. Of course, that makes sense. But damn, what do you do if you lose power? How are you going to boil water? You got a little camper stove, a little propane, you got a propane grill. What happens if that power goes out? What happens if you don't have a grill? What happens to those people, right? I think they were saying in the Houston-Fort Worth area, there was 1.3 million without power. Total in Texas, as of yesterday, 3 million people without power. That's a lot. We're here in Phoenix, Arizona, and what's crazy is we... Just the fact that that's about half of our population here. Actually, I think our 6 million. No, it's like over 7 million people here. Yeah, that's a lot of freaking people, and so it just. I think this is very unusual. I'm doubting whether or not this is just a natural phenomenon. I did the video talking about the polar vortex, that rush of cold air in the last recent weeks that have been pushing down from the Arctic past Canada to the United States. And the jet stream is weak. It's weakened up in that area, so that air is just coming right through. Anyone who... I think there was one fool that called me a tinfoil idiot. Okay. Well, I'm not wearing tinfoil cap, bro. But what I am is saying that there's a lot of coincidences surrounding Texas right now. And there is some historic things that are happening with Texas as far as them just wanting to sever themselves from the federal government and be their own country. Also with the drilling, the jobs. There's a lot of things that it seems like Texas is center stage right now. So I think everyone should take that into consideration. Just think about that. But I think it all comes back to also now the bigger push. You see the conclusion seems to be that they're pushing for regulation of the power grid in Texas. Tell me what you think. Hit me up in the comments and be sure to like and share.